Alright guys, so right now I'm at Shell's gas station. I'm filling up the 2021 Toyota Supra. This thing had around 4 miles until empty. And of course you guys know this thing takes premium gas. And I think premium gas here is $2.99. So gas is going up. So let's see, before we start the review, how much this thing is gonna take. Right now we're looking at $12 and it's looking around like 4 gallons, 4.4 gallons. Now we're at 13, and the dealership, they gave me this little ticket to basically let me fill the car up. So let's see how much it takes. But let's wait till I get to the end. I don't know what to say. I'm not good with the vlogging stuff, but let's see how much it actually takes. So I'm giving you guys an update here. The Supra took $40.46 and 13 gallons of gas, and like I mentioned, it was $2.99 for premium gas. But let's get into the video. So let's get into the review here of the 2021 Toyota Supra 3.0. As you guys seen in the beginning of the video, the Supra had around 3 to 4 miles until empty. It took $40 to fill the Supra up here, of course, on premium fuel. Here in Miami, premium fuel is at $2.99. And honestly, I don't think that's a lot of money to fill up the Supra here. But let's take a look underneath the hood here of the Supra. This has a 3-liter twin-scroll turbo engine. It makes 382 horsepower, 368 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with a beautiful 8-speed automatic transmission designed by ZF. ZF makes a really good 8-speed automatic transmission, and as the Supra sits, it weighs 3,400 pounds. You can only get this in rear-wheel drive. Toyota does not offer all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, so this thing will get tail-happy if you put your foot to the floor. Fuel economy is rated at 22 in the city, 30 on the highway, and 25 combined. And like I mentioned, premium gas is required. But shutting the hood here of the Supra 3.0, the hood sounds pretty solid. I do like the front styling here of the Supra. The Supra is a handsome sports car that Toyota offers. There is front parking sensors, and down here, lower part of the fascia, all that is functional to keep that inline 6 as cool as possible. Looking at these headlight modules, they're going to be a full LED. You get full LED headlights as standard equipment with an automatic low and high beam, with an LED daytime running light with an LED turn signal. Overall, the Supra is a nice, handsome sports car that Toyota makes. But looking at the side profile here of the Toyota Supra, looking at these wheels and tires, I like the silver with the black gloss trim here. My Tesla has these 4-piston Brembo brakes. Looking at these tires here, these are Pilot Super Sport. These are a 255/35 Michelin tire. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. Like I mentioned, I like the rim choice here. Honestly, this is a nice rim choice that Toyota offers. They're going to be staggered wheels. You get 275s in the rear. There's this LED side marker here with this matte finished mirror cap. Toyota does not offer a panoramic sunroof or convertible, but there is a concept that Toyota might offer in the future. I'm not too sure. Basically, it's a convertible. You can remove the top just like on a Corvette. But making our way to the rear here, looking at the hips here on the Supra, these things poke out a lot to give this car more of a nice stance. Looking here at these tail lights, they're going to be a full LED with an LED turn signal, LED brake light with an LED reverse light, which lives down here at the lower part of the fascia. There's rear parking sensors. There's your GR badge. I like the font here, how Toyota has the name spelled out here for Supra. There's also your Toyota emblem, and there's this deck lit spoiler here. But looking down here, rear diffuser, it is aggressive. I like the dual tip exhaust here. There's a standard backup camera, of course, and underneath here there is no latch to get into the trunk. You have to use the key fob here. As you guys can see, the key is nice. I like the way this key looks, but once you hold it and open up the trunk here, Toyota says you get around 9.6 cubic feet of space or 10 cubic feet of space. And underneath here is going to be some underfloor storage. But overall, let's hop into the interior of the Toyota Supra. Sitting inside the interior of the 2021 Toyota Supra 3.0. I showed you guys this interior before. The Supra does have a nice interior. My Tesla has this black interior here, but shutting the door here of the Supra, to start up the Supra, just put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button over here. My Tesla has the company's 3-liter inline 6. As you guys heard, when you start up the car, there's like this little pop once you start up the car. You can also open up the exhaust here by clicking sport mode there. And sometimes it will crackle and pop once you open up the baffle, but you can turn it on or off if you want to wake up your neighbors. But looking at the door panel materials here, is going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. My tester does have the 12 speaker JBL sound system. There is this aluminum door handle here with your lock controls here. Nice grab handle, nice area here to rest your elbows. There's some stitching. Down here is going to be a shallow amount of storage. Also your trunk latch is going to be there. It is automatic up, automatic down for the driver and passenger. Over here is your headlight controls. The steering wheel here is going to be a manual tilt telescoping. I'm surprised to see that Toyota didn't offer a power tilt telescoping steering wheel, but it does offer a good amount of range and adjustability. I like the nice leather up steering wheel here with the white stitching. There's these plastic paddle shifters here to house with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Your turning signal stock is going to be over here, and your wind wiper stock is going to be right there. I do like this 3-spoke wheel design. I wish Toyota went with a D-cut steering wheel instead of this 3-spoke wheel design, but it does look really nice. There is some controls here for the adaptive cruise control. Over here is for the volume controls there. You can also answer and hang up the phone here from these via these buttons here. Looking at this LCD display here, you can customize the screen ever so slightly, but there is your digital speed there. Also your RPM layout, like I mentioned. This car will make crackles and pops. There's your fuel gauge down there, which is a full LCD display. Also your coolant temperature as well. Looking at the upper part of your dashboard is going to be a leather wrap dashboard with some stitching. My Tesla does have this 8.8-inch display here. Putting the Supra into reverse, of course you guys know, put your foot on the brake and pull this little trigger here and push forward for reverse. This does show a nice backup camera, of course, with trajectory, also with distance markers and whatnot. And to put into drive, you click the trigger and you pull it towards you and you kick it over to the left here for manual mode. You can cycle through paddle shifters here, or you can just basically shift your own gears from the lever here, kicking it back over to the right to go back into drive. And you click P for park. If you guys want to touch the screen here, you can use this little rotary knob there, but there are some shortcut buttons here for media, menu, map, navigation, back, and options there. This does have an automatic start stop, sport mode, parking sensors, stability control, also your safety sense. This does have the driver's assistance package, that includes rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring with forward collision warning. There is electronic parking brake. I love the carbon fiber here on the center console. This does have dual climate control. There is physical buttons here. Only 3-level heated seats. Toyota does not offer cool seats here on the Supra. And there's your radio preset buttons here, just in case. And then there's also a volume knob, but I'm surprised to see there's an actual tuning knob here on the Supra. There's some gloss black trim. It's going to be padded here, just in case your elbows hit in this area. Over is going to be 2 cup holders. This is the key fob here for the Supra 3.0. I showed you guys this key fob before. As you guys can see, it does have some functions, which includes lock, unlock, also a trunk release, also a panic button. I like the way this key looks. Of course, you guys know this is a BMW key. But looking up here, it's going to be an SOS button. It's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin here. My Tesla's only a 2-seater. Toyota does not offer a 4-seater version here of the Supra. And there's also no panoramic sunroof up top or no convertible. But Toyota might be making a convertible Supra. I'm not too sure. I've seen the concept of it. Or it's going to be slightly padded here on the lower part of the dashboard. Open up the glove compartment here. It is damped and lined with felt, but it's a small glove box, but you can put your owner's manual in there as well, and a couple of different items. The seats in here, they're supportive. They're not aggressively bolstered, but I do like the way that they feel. There's this aluminum trim, but it feels plasticky. But I like that it does have the white stitching or gray stitching here splashed throughout the cabin here. Looking here, there's going to be this little compartment here for storage. As you guys can see, it fits my keys in there just fine, but there's no actual center armrest here to put stuff in. You have to put it in this little compartment there. There is this wireless phone charger here, but my iPhone 12 Pro Max does not fit. And my tester, for some reason, once I have it connected through the USB, it's not showing the actual Apple CarPlay. So I'm not sure if it has Apple CarPlay because it's not showing here on the actual screen. I'm going to show you guys that really quick. You guys can probably tell me if it does have Apple CarPlay or not. As you guys can see, my phone is connected, but it does show you what's playing there. And it does have embedded navigation, of course. Going here really quick, looking here, it's going to be responsive. There's like a TomTom navigation. You can pinch to zoom. But overall, the Supra does not have a bad interior. In the 2021 Toyota Supra, like I mentioned from the beginning of this video, this car took $40 to fill up, which honestly I don't think is bad. Basically, when you're trying to fill this car with gas, of course premium gas is required here on the Supra. Like I mentioned, it's like $40. Here in Miami, the premium gas is at $2.99, which honestly I don't think is a lot of money for premium gas, but in the other part of the United States it might be a little bit more expensive. So fill-ups in the other part of the country might be a little bit more, but $40 is not a lot of money, and you can daily drive the Supra, of course. It has that powerful inline 6 from BMW, of course. This makes 382 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with a beautiful 8-speed automatic transmission built by ZF. They have one of the best 8-speed automatic transmissions in their industry. And honestly, the ride quality from the Supra here is really good. This car handles fantastic. And it sounds freaking fantastic once you put your foot to the floor. My Tesla does have launch control, so let's see if I could launch this car. I've been riding around for a little bit, so the tires should be warmed up. So I'm gonna just foot on the brake and accelerator. The cut power. Oh, Jesus. And oh my God, you will get up to speed super fast. Road noise here from the Supra. It's a little loud in here because of these 19-inch wheels. If you go for the 2-liter version, it basically, you will get 18-inch wheels as standard equipment. So that might basically help with the ride quality of the Supra, because these 19-inch wheels, so they kind of like ding the ride quality a little bit. But the ride does feel firm. It feels planted here in the Supra. It doesn't feel like you're basically like the Supra, the 2.0, it does have a fixed suspension. This has adaptive suspension, so the ride quality here does feel a little bit better. I did test the 2-liter version a few months ago. They had one at the dealership, but it was kind of having some problems. So once they fix it, I will be testing that one. I was actually supposed to test it today, but I just did the 3.0 version instead of the 2.0 because the 2.0 was kind of basically in the shop. So, but overall, I'm really impressed. I've always been impressed by the Supra. This car handles really good, nice steering feel. The visibility out of the Supra here is not the best, especially out of that rear window. I noticed I've been looking at the rear view mirror here. I wish Toyota would offer this with a rear view camera mirror because the visibility in this car is not the best. This does have a driver's awareness package that includes the blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, forward collision warning. But they don't call it Toyota 2.0. They just call it a driver's assistance package, which is around $1,100. But just driving the Supra, oof. Like I mentioned, this car is rear-wheel drive, and it will get tail happy. If you try to launch this thing and the tires are not warmed up, it will get a little squirmish. You will either go left or you will either go right. And personally speaking, this car handles fantastic. And I love the driving dynamics of the Supra. Toyota did a really good job by going to BMW and asking for that beautiful inline 6. BMW is known for having one of the best inline 6s in the industry. It's powerful, and of course with German cars, they're going to be underrated. So in the sense of what I mean by being underrated is they may say it makes 382 horsepower on paper, but maybe you put this thing on a dyno test, it may make 390 horsepower or 400 horsepower, because this car does feel more powerful than what Toyota is claiming with the horsepower and torque spec. The seats in here, they're comfortable, they're not aggressively bolstered. I wish Toyota would have offered red seating. You may have to go for a launch edition, but good luck trying to find one of those in stock. But I like the way the seats feel. They're supportive, they're comfortable, they're not aggressively bolstered. So if you're looking to have some aggressively bolstered seats, the Supra is not going to offer that. So after spending time with the 2021 Toyota Supra 3.0, the Supra is powerful and it's quick. Like I showed you guys in the beginning of the video here, it only took $40 to fill up the Supra here on premium gas, which is the required fuel here for the Supra. And yes, I think the Supra can be a daily driver car because the fill-ups here are not expensive. Here in Miami, premium gas is at $2.99, like I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. So how much does a Supra 3.0 cost? Starting price here for the Supra here is at $54,490. My Tesla does have some optional equipment and some accessories. The optional equipment, which rolls in the driver's assistance package, that includes rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, also with forward collision warning. And the accessory is a Toyota Guard, which is 2 oil changes and a filter. The Supra here has an access price of $57,600, $211. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Toyota for providing me with the 2021 Toyota Supra 3.0. If you guys want to market for a Supra 3.0, you can come to South Dade Toyota and ask Wilford. He'll get you into a new, used, or pre-owned vehicle. Hope you guys have enjoyed my full overview on the 2021 Toyota Supra 3.0. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I catch you all in the next video.